So I figured this might be helpful. I'm just going to make you a quick video of this vehicle and kind of go over some of the features and why I think it's probably the best choice from a feature to value standpoint. Now, something to bear in mind, I originally sold this vehicle. It was James Howe's car, and he turned it in and leased another CX-9, this time in a carbon trim. But regardless, if you're kind of unfamiliar with it, this should probably give you an idea. Now, do bear in mind, I had just taken this vehicle in on Tuesday, so it has not officially went through the certification or detail yet. Now, you will see it looks like the damn car was just detailed because James is like an absolute super freak. I wouldn't say he's as psychotic as me, but he's definitely up there. So a couple things. This is the Grand Touring level. So this is the flagship in terms of the features and sort of what the CX-9 offers. Now, off the bat, you are going to have 20-inch wheels. Kind of up in the front, you might see sort of those halos and even this light bar out of the grille. That is because Mazda, they've really been trying to copy BMW for the last couple years. So kind of same cool blue LED lights that you'll have. Those are adaptive, so those will pivot left and right, as well as use the automatic high and low beams automatically. Down there in the bottom of the bumper, you are going to have fog lights, and you will see those little dimples up front. Given that it is a third row, you are going to have front and rear parking sensors, as well as something else I'll get to in a second. So walking up to the front grille here, you're going to notice that this emblem is huge, but it's fake. And the reason why is all of your safety sonar and radar lays behind there. And it communicates with the camera up in the windshield that's difficult to see due to the glare, because you are going to have all of the collision avoidance that if it ever senses you're going to crash, it will automatically yell at you and stop itself. As mentioned, the headlights, they're adaptive, use the high and low beam. If you're drifting out of the lane, it will alert you and even steer itself back in the lane. You have the full adaptive cruise with stop and go. Simply means the car can drive itself in cruise control. It will take over light steering and even stop with traffic and pick back up and stop again. Even down to like the backup camera, which gets me to another thing. As I mentioned, the Grand Touring is the flagship. So you're gonna see a camera hidden in the grille under the bumper. And if I go over here to the side mirrors, you are going to see a little camera under each side mirror. And that's because you do have the 360-degree parameter scan parking assistance. So you are going to have the 4 cameras for your backup camera, and it gives you like a bird's eye view so you can see along the sides. Now, condition rating, the good news is we already went through it, so it's beyond. It ranked out 98 out of 100. So it's already going to pass the certification. We don't need to do anything in terms of like refinishing wheels and whatnot. Everything with the CX-9, you are going to have a very powerful turbo engine. It's good for about 320 pound-feet of torque, which is in BMW Audi territory. And obviously your dual exhaust pipes, because it's a Mazda, it's got to be sporty. Opening up the liftgate, obviously in a car of this caliber, it is going to be power. Now bear in mind, this is going to be with the third row down. So you will see this is going to kind of be maximum cargo space back here. You do have some hidden storage up under here, as well as some pretty deep pockets on the side. But if you want the third row up, if you're really hauling everyone, you just grab it and pull it up, probably kind of similar to Kim's van. The liftgate itself is also height programmable, so you can adjust the height of that. But if we take a look here at the back seat, of course, you're going to see everything is leather. You'll have your silver speakers because you do have your 17-speaker Bose surround audio. You'll even have these little shades that pull up and then, whoops, I don't want to get that piece of paper, but you'll see they'll pull up and clip up there. I call those the peasant blockers. Now, obviously, it is going to be a bench seat across. Here's the little latch that you just push up and pull to get you into the third row. Let me go ahead and just slide the seat back. Climate system, you'll see your backseat passengers have their own climate, and in the top corners you will see heated seats. And if I fold down the armrest in between the 2 back passengers and lift up that little box, you will see that there's 2 USB ports that the kids or whatnot can charge their device in the back. All black headliner, and you'll see standard size sunroof. This is just going to be for the advanced key, so you can lock or unlock the car without the key in the pocket. Blind spot monitoring will be standard as well. You'll see that you have all of your brushed aluminum seat controls. You are going to have 2-way memory. So that way, if Kim has to drive the vehicle, obviously she's shorter than you, she can just hit a button to recall where she was comfortable last rather than spending 15 minutes to adjust the seat. Again, you'll see the Bose down there. One thing that you won't see is the ambient lighting. So there are lights. There's about 10 placed throughout the cabin that will glow at night, some behind the door handle, some behind the pockets. And then you will see a little bit of a contrast here of some espresso leather. that runs up across the dash and kind of onto the doors. In fact, you'll even see that there's that espresso leather kind of up against the console. So hopping in here, you'll see that you have more tweeters for your Bose system. That little cutout up there is your head-up display. So that will project speed limits, traffic signs, navigation directions, and all kinds of road information up on the windshield. You'll notice that you'll have your digital speedometer, obviously things for your adaptive cruise control. Looking over here, you see your heated steering wheel, heated seats up front, as well as air-conditioned seats up front as well. Obviously, everything's automatic. This will take a little getting used to because a lot of the American vehicles kind of like touchscreens, and some of the Japanese like touchscreens. So kind of like, I know Janet's Avalon was a touchscreen to a degree. I think Kim's van is a touchscreen to a degree, and I know your vehicle is a touchscreen. Mazda doesn't believe in that. Again, they're kind of trying to be BMW, so they use the joystick. Now, this screen, it will touch, however, only when you're parked or stopped. When you're driving, touch is gone. So everything is going to be down here, whether you're using like music or navigation. There's Apple CarPlay and Android Auto in the vehicle. And if you are going to park in the garage or just want to program it up, you will see the home link buttons that you can just program up the garage door. You'll see some of that ambient LED lighting, as well as all the cabin lights are LED in this vehicle as well. Now, of course, I could sit here and go on and on about other features that the car has, but just kind of giving you a glimpse on why I would feel that if you end up doing a CX-9 versus some of the ones you had sent me, that this overall is just the best value, because the amount of features, or to give you an example, this vehicle when it was brand new was $46,320. Whereas that gray CX-5, which I think was this one right here, was $34,000 brand new. So that one is 31 something, and this one is massively off. It's almost $13,000 off the original sticker, and has way more features than that does, as that doesn't have things like cooled seats or a heated wheel or the 360-degree camera or the heads-up display. Hell, even with this one, when you lock the car, it folds in the side mirrors automatically, and when you unlock it, it tucks them back out. And if you want to be outdoorsy, you'll see that the side rails are already installed on the car. Luckily, no matter which one you get, you are going to have 1 year and, 1.5 years of full bumper-to-bumper warranty. You get my backing because I work at Mazda if anything were to happen, and you do have 4 years of powertrain warranty for engine, transmission, all-wheel drive, and all the major stuff. Luckily, anything under Rorik that you purchase with us, all of the oil changes and yearly inspections are lifetime free loaner vehicles, and lifetime free car washes. But at least I hope this kind of helps at least get your toe in the water for Mazda, because I know you're probably very unfamiliar with what the brand is and kind of what we offer. But figured a video would be helpful, and if there's any other vehicle that I can kind of do a walk around on, just let me know. Luckily, my assistant's in taking care of some shit, so I have plenty of time to pop out and do this. Hope this helps.